Welcome to Hauntline, where every story is a call from the other side. The sounds of hell, the Siberian borehole, true story, Kola Peninsula, Soviet Union, 1970-1989. The deepest hole ever drilled. The Cold War was not fought only in skies and oceans. It was fought underground too. In 1970, Soviet scientists began drilling a hole straight into the earth on the remote Kola Peninsula, a frozen, desolate strip of land above the Arctic Circle where winters last 9 months. The project had no commercial purpose, no oil, no gas. It was pure ambition, a desire to go deeper into the planet than any human project had ever gone, and to see what was truly down there. They drilled for 19 years. By 1989, they had reached 12 kilometers, nearly 40,000 feet straight down. To this day, it remains the deepest artificial hole ever made on Earth. Barely 23 centimeters wide, it descended into the planet like a needle into flesh. What they found scientifically was extraordinary. Temperatures far higher than predicted, rock behaving like plastic under pressure, impossible water at depths where no water should exist. The Earth's crust, it turned out, was nothing like the textbook said. And then, at exactly 12 kilometers, something happened that no textbook could explain. The drill that stopped. The first sign was an anomaly in the data. The drill bit began spinning with unusual freedom, as though it had punched through into an open cavity, a hollow space deep inside the Earth that no geological model had ever predicted. Engineers checked the equipment. Everything was functioning perfectly. There was no mechanical fault. The drill kept spinning freely, as though it had entered something vast. The scientists made a decision. They lowered a heat-resistant microphone down the borehole, 12 kilometers of steel cable descending slowly into complete darkness. When it reached the bottom, they switched on the recording equipment and listened. What came back through the speakers stopped every person in that room cold. It was not rock. It was not pressure. It was not equipment hum. It was screaming. Not one voice. Thousands, layered over each other, rising and falling, unmistakably human, yet deeply, wrongly inhuman. The sound moved in waves. Some described it as anguish. Others described it as terror. One scientist reportedly left the room and never returned. Another whispered to the person beside him, "That is the sound of souls." The microphone was pulled back up. The project leaders convened behind closed doors. What the Soviets did next. They kept drilling for a short time, but within weeks, the atmosphere at the facility changed entirely. Scientists who had spent years on the project, rational, Soviet-trained engineers, and geologists who had built careers on hard materialism, began requesting transfers. Some refused to enter certain areas of the facility. Reports of nightmares spread through the team. The mood shifted from curiosity to something no one said out loud, but everyone felt: dread. In the summer of 1989, drilling stopped. The official reason: temperatures at 12 kilometers had reached 180 degrees Celsius, far beyond what the equipment could handle. That explanation is real and documented. The heat problem was genuine, but it does not explain the recording. It does not explain why the project's chief scientist allegedly wrote in a private communication that the team had encountered something they were not prepared for and did not have the framework to understand. It does not explain why former Soviet personnel, willing to discuss every other aspect of the project openly, went silent the moment anyone asked specifically about the acoustic recording. The tape. The recording, known in paranormal circles as the Well to Hell tape, circulated through the early 1990s. A Norwegian broadcaster claimed to have received it from inside the Soviet scientific community and aired a portion in 1989. The broadcast caused immediate sensation across Europe.
The audio still exists online today. It sounds genuinely like layered human voices in extreme distress, rising, falling, wrong in a way that is difficult to describe and impossible to dismiss.
The hole still exists. It is sealed now, a rusting metal cap on the Kola Peninsula, surrounded by the skeletal wreckage of the old drilling facility, in a landscape where almost nothing grows. 12 kilometers below that cap, in a cavity that should not exist, at temperatures that would kill a human in seconds. Something screamed in 1989.
No one has ever officially explained what it was. The Soviets called it the Kola Superdeep Borehole, the deepest hole ever drilled, a triumph of science and ambition. Other people have a different name for it, the Well to Hell.
Thank you for listening to Hauntline. Subscribe and answer your next call from the beyond.